Entitled cops are accustomed to abusing their power, but what happens when they finally face consequences? Here are 4 times when entitled cops finally got humbled.
Come on now, man. We got an appointment to see this house.
People saw you forcing your way in, that's why we're here.
Oh, man, I don't know. They just white people calling the police doing that. And I ain't even gonna buy the house.
He had a good day, but he sees somebody going into a house.
I ain't gonna buy the house.
This is Officer Rose Valentino from the Cincinnati Police Department. On November 17, 2018, Officer Valentino, accompanied by several other officers, responded to a call from a former Cincinnati police officer who reported that someone was trying to break into his neighbor's house in West Prince Hills subdivision, Cincinnati, Ohio. However, the house was put on for sale and a realtor named Jerry Isom was demonstrating the house to a potential buyer named Anthony Edwards. Mr. Isom had access to the lockbox placed on the house's front door, but it took him a bit to open it. Watch what happens when the cops arrive at the scene.
Where's Knox at? Movement in there.
Address is 1093 Murado.
Pete, they're right up there by you. Pete, they're right up by your window.
Alright, I see him.
Wanna order him to come out?
Hey guys, come on out. Tell them Knox coming out front.
Knox! Hands up!
My hands up. What y'all doing?
Tell your friend to come out too. Hands up.
Come on now, man. We got an appointment to see this house.
People saw you forcing your way in, that's why we're here.
Oh, man, I don't know. They just white people calling the police doing that. And I ain't even gonna buy the
He
house.
had a good day, but he sees somebody going into a house.
I ain't gonna buy the house. I ain't even gonna buy it.
How'd you just get in?
He a realtor.
Turn around. Till we can confirm. Turn around.
That's lost right there.
Officer Valentino puts Mr. Isom in handcuffs and detains him after he exits the premises. The cops at this point know the fact that Mr. Isom is a realtor and he was there with a potential client to view the property. Despite this, the officers value the suspicion posed by the former officer who made the call. Observe what happens next.
Until we can confirm. Did you use a key? Where's the key at? Alright. Where at?
Only word.
Okay. Have a seat.
If we was white, they wouldn't have did this.
So what are you talking about, man? That's some big
You got some type of realtor ID on you?
I don't give a if you're white or black. We're doing our job
I
here.
didn't say you wasn't.
It's in your pocket or your car?
But that's bullshit, though.
Okay, you want...
Pull that out.
Black guys. I want to go to jail.
Where's the...
Why were you going to jail?
Where's it at?
Break in, then you're not going to jail.
Put me
Huh?
in handcuffs if I was white.
Call me the
What?
I couldn't hear you.
Where's your realtor ID?
You're white or black or anything, man. You got anything sharp on you?
No, you can take them to open the jacket up. I got ID in my pocket. Y'all didn't ask for the ID.
Where's your... Do you have, like, ID on you?
White.
Which pocket, sir? You've got lots of pockets. Turn around.
Stretch your legs.
Yeah, dude.
It's amazing.
It is amazing. There's been too white guys.
Yeah, we would. I guess because you ride along, you know what we do, huh? You know how we do our job, don't you?
I mean,
It's an incredible day. You sit down here.
It's every day. This is the everyday shit. Now it's searching like we got drugs and dope.
Knox, I didn't search...
The cops also handcuffed Mr. Edwards, who was there to see the house. After detaining him, the officers conduct an unreasonable and non-consensual search of Mr. Edwards' pockets. This can be deemed unlawful. For those who don't know, the Fourth Amendment protects citizens from unreasonable searches and seizures by law enforcement. Watch how the encounter ends.
You got an idea on you somewhere?
Pat between his crutch and stuff for weapons, but he's got an ID and he's got realty cards on. Who'd you arrange this with?
Are you the only two in there?
And you got into the key box?
Yeah. Play the race card. Okay, that stuff doesn't fly.
We got called and told that you guys forced entry, which is why...
I don't care. So just stop. I don't care. I mean, do you have an idea on it?
Yeah, and he's got realty cards on.
Take a deep breath and relax. That's up to you. We had nothing to do with what you find and what you don't find.
right around the corner.
35. Okay.
To your surprise, there are a lot of houses that are recommended. When someone sees what they believe is that, we have to look into it. That's what we have to do. We have to look into it. We don't know who you are.
No, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about the one call you when saw us get this guy.
That's not what was reported to us.
That one was reported.
Do you have the key to the lockbox on you? Is it in the house?
Why we approach things a certain way. Your race has nothing to do with it.
Okay, which pocket is it?
I don't know.
What about the little, shouldn't it be like in a little,
Pockets.
okay, well, I can't find it.
Jack up, yeah.
Turn around, sir.
Are you using another car?
Again, everything's reported these days, my friend.
Bro, what are you worried about? You ain't about the house. You alright? Yeah, I'm good. Man, that's what you would do. We out here. I'll call you. Okay. You don't want to go up there like no. That's one up the street. I don't think one there. Okay. No problem.
Sorry about that, sir. We can only go by what's reported to us, okay?
I had it in my
Yeah, I couldn't find it, so.
Put it back on? No, not yet.
Just left it inside.
The handcuffs are removed from both Mr. Isom and Mr. Edwards after a comprehensive discussion and a complete search by the cops. On July 15, 2019, Mr. Isom and Mr. Edwards filed a lawsuit against the city of Cincinnati and the officers involved. A few days later, they received $151,000 in settlement. If you think these were the only entitled cops who finally got humbled, wait until you watch this next case.
Step out of the vehicle.
239, I'm headed down to him. 10-4.
Get on your knees. Get on your knees. Put your hands on top of your head.
10-4.
I'm at work. Put your hands together. You're good. You're clapping. Go ahead and sit up.
This is Officer Noah from the Pensacola Police Department. On January 27, 2020, a 31-year-old therapist, Taryn Black, is commuting to meet a client for a therapy session. Officer Noah spots Mr. Black driving without a seatbelt and attempts to conduct a traffic stop. After repeatedly signaling Mr. Black to stop by the side, Mr. Black kept on driving for almost another minute. Watch what happens when he finally stops his vehicle.
Get out of the vehicle now. Step out of the vehicle.
239, I'm headed down to him. 10-4.
Get on your knees. Get on your knees. Put your hands on top of your head.
10-4.
I'm at work. Put your hands together. You're good. You're clapping. Go ahead and sit up. 224, 1 detained. I'm at work.
10-4, 1 detained.
Do you have any objection to me searching you right now, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, do you have any identification on you?
He's in my car.
Okay, I'm Officer Dufour, the Pensacola Police Department.
Yes, sir.
The reason I'm stopping you today is because your seatbelt was off. Okay? I gave you multiple chances to stop your vehicle. All right?
Well, I was trying to get to a place that I felt comfortable.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Because I'm at work right now.
This is your vehicle?
Yes, sir. And I'm at work right now.
You're at work?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I got my badge on and everything.
Okay. All right. For my safety and yours, I'm going to pat you down just to make sure you don't have any weapons on you. Okay.
That's fine. Yeah, I was just stopping, waiting until I got to a place where I feel comfortable. I'm at work right now. I'm getting ready to go see a client right now.
Who?
Me. I'm at work right now.
You're at work right now?
Yeah. I'm a counselor.
You're a counselor?
Yeah.
But who's your, do you have a client nearby or what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay, before we ask any questions, you must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask any questions and to have him with you during questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you free of charge before any questioning if you wish. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you'll still have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to a lawyer. You understand your rights. Are you cool with talking to me?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have no ID on you right now?
Yeah, it's in my car.
It's in your car? Okay, do you have any...
my work ID on me.
Do you have any objection to me searching your vehicle right now?
Oh, yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Why?
Because, for one, there's no smell of marijuana or alcohol.
I'd never mention any drugs.
Right.
Or
And number
like
two,
that.
I think, you know, the stop is based on, I don't even know why you stopping me right now.
I explained my stop to you. Okay.
So, yeah. I mean, I object to the search. I mean, I'm at work. You know, I was leaving Walgreens and I'm headed to see a client do a session. I'm a counselor.
Why did you flee from me?
I didn't flee.
You never stopped.
I was waiting until I got to a place where I felt comfortable.
You never stopped.
So that's the only thing that I'm saying. I didn't flee. I'm literally at work right now. Like I got.
You could have stopped at any moment.
I got my work badge on me and everything. I'm legit at work right now. Yeah.
That gives you no excuse to stop when I'm trying to pull you over.
Not
stop.
What I was saying is, I wasn't fleeing. I was just waiting till I got to.
That's fleeing from law enforcement.
I did not increase my speed.
That is fleeing from law enforcement.
I did not increase my speed, officer.
That does not matter.
The only thing that I'm saying is this: I was not fleeing. I'm literally at work. I left
the moment that I initiated my lights and sirens and told you to stop, you're required to stop for law enforcement.
The only thing I'm saying, okay, is this: I did not flee. I was waiting till I got to a point where I felt comfortable to stop. Literally have no.
I need your license, your registration, and your insurance. So I have permission to enter your vehicle and grab those items.
Can I get it?
No, sir. You're detained right now. You fled from law enforcement.
I didn't. I'm literally at work.
You fled from law enforcement. I'm not going to argue with you about that anymore.
Mr. Black was handcuffed and detained. He denies the officers to search his vehicle. For those who don't know, the Fourth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution protects citizens from unreasonable searches and seizures without probable cause from law enforcement. Moreover, despite not having probable cause, the cops also do not possess a search warrant to search his vehicle. Officer Noah then returns to his cop cruiser, calls his supervisor, and asks whether Mr. Noah must be charged with fleeing. The supervisor doesn't permit such charges to be filed. Watch how the encounter ends.
Can you grab your license, registration, and proof of insurance?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Where is it at?
I got it in my front seat.
Just in your front seat?
No, I got my license in my wallet, and then I got my, the rest of it is in my glove department. Okay. I can grab it.
Can he go grab it? Can I go grab it?
No, ma'am.
Mr. Black was eventually released from handcuffs and was cited for not wearing a seatbelt. He was free to leave following this encounter. However, a few months later, Mr. Black filed a lawsuit against the officers involved. If you think this was the last entitled cop who got humbled, then probably you aren't aware of this next case.
All right, you working? You see you got a ladder in the back. You working somewhere?
Yes, sir.
You got a driver's license on you just so I can identify you?
Have I done something illegal?
Well, I like to identify you, just know who I'm dealing with. Make sure.
Fourth Amendment right not to show that to me.
Well, if I'm making contact with you for a reasonable suspicion call like I am right now.
Being suspicious is a misdemeanor or felony.
Okay. Well, sir, here's the deal. I was called on you, okay? For a suspicious vehicle, you said yourself you don't live over here, you have a purpose. What's your purpose? Is the purpose legal or illegal?
This is Officer Haynes from the Blanchard Police Department. On March 22nd, 2019, Kenneth Grants was sitting inside his parked car somewhere outside a house on Summer Valley Road, Blanchard, Oklahoma. He was waiting for that house's roof to be inspected since he is an insurance adjuster. Mr. Grants had access to the property through the permission provided by the homeowner. After waiting in his car for more than 15 minutes, he was reached out by Officer Haynes. Watch how the interaction unravels.
How's it going, man?
Good.
You live over here, or what's we doing over here? I've had a couple people call in on you.
Okay. Am I doing something illegal?
Well, no, they're just calling on you saying that they don't recognize a truck in the area. So, my duty to check and see if you live over here or what's going on.
I live over here. I'm here for a purpose.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. You working? You see you got a ladder in the back. You working somewhere?
Yes, sir.
You got a driver's license on you just so I can identify you?
Have I done something illegal?
Well, I like to identify you, just know who I'm dealing with. Make
I have
sure.
a Fourth Amendment right not to show that to you.
Well, if I'm making contact with you for a reasonable suspicion call like I am right now.
Being suspicious is a misdemeanor or felony.
Okay. Well, sir, here's the deal. I was called on you, okay? For a suspicious vehicle, you said yourself you don't live over here, you have a purpose. What's your purpose? Is the purpose legal or illegal?
That's for you to determine.
Okay. So for me to determine that, I need to see your ID.
How is my ID going to determine whether I'm...
Well, it helps to let you know who
not
I'm dealing
illegally?
with. Let you know who I'm dealing with.
But my name doesn't tell you whether I'm...
Yeah, it would tell me, like, if I don't know if you belong over here. You said you don't, so I don't know if someone over here's got a VPO or something against you, and if you got your ID
Did
or
I
something.
say I didn't belong over here?
You said you had purpose.
I don't live over here.
Okay.
Okay. I do belong
Okay.
here.
All right.
So that's as far as I'm willing to take it.
So you're not willing to give me your ID?
I don't have any reason to.
Okay. Well, do you have a reason for being over here?
Absolutely.
Okay. Can I know that reason?
No.
Okay.
It's not none of your business.
Well, it is my business if you're planning on breaking into something, which I don't know if you are or not.
Make that determination whether you feel I want to break into something.
Well, that's why I want to identify you to help me figure out the determination.
How is my identifying?
Okay, because if I identify you and I run your check and it says you've been arrested 5 times for burglary, then I'm going to go a little bit further. If it's nothing, I'm just going to identify you, kick you loose, have a good day.
What suspicion of a crime do you think that have committed, about to commit, or...
5-1, check me, sharp 502 over here. So I have a call for service.
I understand
Okay.
that.
I've had multiple.
You're doing your job.
I've had multiple call. And so if you're not from here, I'm not sure if you are or not, because I don't know who you are. Okay.
My plate's right back there. I'm sure you can run it.
Yeah. Okay. So is that how you want me to identify you? Is through your plate?
If that's what you have.
Are you the owner of the vehicle?
Do you suspect that I'm not?
I have no reason to believe you are.
Well, I'm sitting in a truck in front of a house, waiting.
For what?
My keys right here.
Okay.
That's none of your business.
It is my business.
No, it's not. Why is it your business?
Because I want to make sure you're not going to break into any of these houses or anything like that.
Do I look like
Do you have a date of birth then? Because I have to run it with a name and date of birth.
I'm not going to answer that question.
So you're telling me how I should do my job, yet you're not allowing me to do my job.
I'm standing up for my rights.
And I understand that, like I said.
I haven't done
but
anything wrong.
I'm doing my job,
Okay,
conducting an investigation.
I haven't committed a crime. I'm sitting here in front of a house, which is perfectly legal.
Well, you're not completely on the roadway there, sir.
Okay, has anybody asked me to move?
Do they have to ask you to move? It's private property?
Okay, but there's also a public easement right here.
Oh, it is a public, because this is the city of Blanchard Road, so it's a public easement?
No, the side of the road is.
Oh, because this is the city of Blanchard Road, so therefore make a city easement of a city road, right?
What are you trying to accomplish?
What I'm trying to, all I want to do,
I'm
sir,
not
is
gonna give
identify
my
you.
ID.
Okay.
Okay, I haven't done anything illegal.
Okay. Well, then
You understand that by not identifying yourself appropriately as requested by the officer is illegal.
it's
Okay.
obstruction.
That's a secondary charge. Okay, I have to be, for you to ID me from the state of Oklahoma, okay, I have to be suspected of committing a crime, about to commit a crime.
Well, you are committing a crime, you're trespassing.
Officer Haynes accuses Mr. Grants of trespassing. According to the law, the trespassing crime is only valid if some individual enters someone else's property without their permission. However, in this case, Mr. Grant had already sought permission from the owner of the house or premises they were seeking to work on. Officer Haynes later returns to his car and calls his attorney friend, where he confirms if Mr. Haynes is liable to identify himself. The attorney replies that he isn't liable to do so unless the cops have a reasonable suspicion. Observe what happens next.
Has anybody told me to leave?
Somebody has called in that you're suspicious. Shut up. Somebody has
First
called
off,
in.
you don't tell me to shut up.
I'll tell you what I want to tell you.
Okay, you're not going to
Here's
tell
the
me
deal.
to shut up. I'm
Somebody called us
47,
in.
48,
I don't care
48.
how old you are.
You're not going to sit there and tell me to shut up.
Here's the deal, man.
There is no deal.
I'm trying to explain
don't
to you
answer
what gives us the
questions.
right. You're telling me
I
that
don't answer
we don't have the
questions.
right. I'm explaining to you how we have the right.
You don't have a right to get your ID if I've done nothing wrong.
I'm trying to explain to you why we have the right to get
You
your
don't
ID.
have it.
I'm trying to explain to you why I have it. Okay, will you listen to me? There is a call that somebody placed to our police department of a suspicious vehicle and person inside that vehicle. We therefore have the right to come investigate that.
Okay,
By that being the case, we are here investigating that, and in order and part of that investigation, we can identify you and request your identification.
You may ask all you want.
And you are also required by law.
I'm not required by law.
Upon request.
If I show you the state statute that you're required to do that, will you give me your ID?
Absolutely. Show me the statute.
Give me 1 second. Okay. He's gonna get out and come back here and talk to us?
No, she just said you're arresting. And he's been videoing this whole time.
I know you've
Don't
been
answer
doing
questions. Go ahead and just lock me up. Can I secure my vehicle?
What are you arresting him for?
I don't know. Not for long.
What are you arresting him for? What are you arresting him for?
Huh?
He hasn't violated really a crime yet, so if not,
Are you investigating a crime or a possible crime?
possibly.
Okay,
suspicious
he's
vehicle.
obstructing an officer from doing his duty, right?
Okay.
Said you're meeting somebody here in a few minutes?
Officer, you have legal right to make contact with you based on a call.
And I don't
And
have
you're
to
obstructing
answer questions.
I'm not here to listen to you. I'm here to tell you what's going on. Okay? I don't care if you record me.
This whole interaction.
We
I don't
are
care.
being recorded
Okay,
too.
you're obstructing an officer from doing his duty. So now you're under arrest, unless you want to cooperate. Okay? That's the way it goes. Have a nice day.
Okay.
Would you like to explain the address and the time on the folder inside your vehicle with the camera?
I don't answer questions.
Okay.
Look,
You
man.
can identify yourself.
I don't answer questions.
Look, man.
They didn't ask a question. Hey.
Can you please take your hands out of your pockets for me? Thank you.
Look, all I'm trying to do, man, if you're PI, no big deal. We'll get out of your hair. We gotta confirm who you are. Make sure, especially with the camera car, make sure you're not doing peep and Tom stuff. Okay?
Not a PI. So the only thing you can have a camera for is if you if you're a PI.
No, that's not what I'm saying, sir.
Insurance adjusters aren't allowed to have
Are
a
you an
camera
insurance adjuster?
to take photographs of damage and stuff.
Are you an insurance adjuster?
I possibly might be.
Okay. Do you have any proof of that?
Okay, but I mean,
I'm
why
just
do I have to
saying.
answer questions?
I'm
I'm
just-
here for a legal reason.
We got a call.
I'm
Can
not.
I
I'm
get
just
your
not
date of
answering
birth?
questions.
Can I get your date of birth?
You're failing to
I don't
identify
have
yourself.
to by law.
You
I
are
have the
failing-
Fifth Amendment right.
You are failing to
Not to
identify
answer
yourself.
questions.
You
What
have to
law have I
identify
broken?
yourself.
What law have I broken to identify
Is there anybody
myself?
in this house? Let's see if there's anybody at this
Put him
house.
in handcuffs.
What law have I done?
Turn around and shine right back for a second. You're being placed in investigative detention, okay? You're in investigative detention at this time. You understand
I
that?
hope all your body cameras are on.
They are, sir. Do you understand that? I said you're in.
Just said
What did I say?
that I'm under investigative detention.
Okay. What does that mean?
I'm being detained.
Okay. So you're being detained.
I understand what that means.
All right. So
There's a difference between an arrest and a detainment.
there is. There is. You are correct. If you're an insurance adjuster, that's fine. We'll identify you. We'll make sure you're at the right house and kick you loose. Not a big deal, bro.
Well, the folder for this house is right there. And the homeowner's not home, so she doesn't.
Do you have the homeowner's name that I can contact? Make sure you're supposed to be here.
Yeah, but that's none of your business.
Okay, that's
As a
fine.
matter of fact, if you want to go talk to that neighbor right there, he has the garage door to let me into the house so I can get a photograph of the inside of that garage door.
That's all you had to say from the beginning, man.
I don't have to tell you that. Don't you guys understand what my rights are?
Nobody said you have to tell us that. What we said is that you have to identify
I
yourself.
do not.
You
I
do
haven't
have to
broken a
identify
crime.
yourself. But we are here investigating whether or not you have. We have reason
You
to.
have every right
Listen
to
to me.
investigate.
Stop interrupting. You ask for my respect. I'm asking for yours in return. Okay? We are investigating because somebody called a suspicious vehicle and person in that vehicle. Okay? I'm not done talking. Within that investigation, we can identify you by getting your identification. You are required because we are investigating that you may be committing a crime, and therefore you must identify yourself.
What crime?
Trespassing.
Okay.
That's number one.
Okay, sir.
To be trespassed,
Keeping
I have to be
time
asked
for
to leave.
all we know. Okay,
And that's
for all
you
we
guys
know.
to determine.
That's right, and
That's
in doing that,
part
we
of
have
your
to identify you.
investigation. No, you don't.
Yeah, we do.
No. You can ask for my identification. I am not legally required to give it to you.
Except that you.
No, I'm not. My attorney has told me so.
I don't care what your attorney told you. You have to
I do.
identify yourself because we're
My
investigating
rights
a
are
possible
important to me.
crime.
My rights are important to me.
A possible crime is being investigated.
Okay, what crime?
I just told you two.
Okay. If arrest me for those 2 crimes.
We haven't determined that you've committed those crimes.
I haven't committed
However,
any crime.
we have to identify you.
No, you don't.
Can you look in?
I have a Fourth Amendment right not to tell you.
Possible names of the owners. See if we can make contact with their anybody.
Address for that's me.
Mr. Grants was handcuffed as the cops proceeded to interrogate the matter. Later, a neighbor testified to Mr. Grants' claim of being permitted to work at that house for a roof inspection. No citations were issued to Mr. Grants despite the police chief's will to cite him. Mr. Grants filed a formal complaint and a lawsuit against the officers and the city. It is reported that Mr. Grants received a settlement in return. If you think this was the last entitled cop who got humbled, then probably you haven't watched this next case.
Show me the law.
Man, we've already explained that to you. We have already explained that to you. We are on recording.
So now we live in a police state. Now you're bullies.
No, ma'am. We need to make sure that he is here by himself, with or without a female subject that is under a possibly medical condition right now. Okay? That's all we need to do.
Take your hands off of me, man. Take your hands off of me.
This is Officer Hindeman from the Gillespie County Sheriff's Office. On May 3, 2015, Officer Hindeman was accompanied by Officer Westbrook. The officers reached the residence of 2 Gillespie County residents, Mr. and Mrs. Dantzler, in Fredericksburg, Texas. The officers reported that they were looking for Mr. Dantzler's son, who had been lost, and might be with a woman who had her health deteriorate. Watch how the interaction unravels.
The way they go on, sir. All right, man. That's the way. All right. Been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and stand right down here.
Can I see your badge, please?
Yes, ma'am. All right. Now we do need to go in just to make sure that.
Show me the law.
Man, we've already explained that to you. We have already explained that to you. We are on recording.
So now we live in a police state. Now you're bullies.
No, ma'am. We need to make sure that he is here by himself, with or without a female subject that is under a possibly medical condition right now. Okay? That's all we need to do.
Take your hands off of me, man. Take your hands off of me. Really?
Stay up here.
No.
No, I'm just saying you stay up here. Are you Mrs. Dantzler?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Miss Dantzler. He's okay.
I know my rights, and I know that his are being violated right now.
No, he's
Yes.
being detained, and if he's going to resist or fight with my officer, then my officer has to do what he has to do. Okay?
Mr. Dantzler is detained by the cops. The cops and Mr. Dantzler get into a physical skirmish following the detention through handcuffs. Watch what the cops do next.
Now stand right there. You understand me?
Miss Dantzler, we need to go in and just make sure that he's not here. Is he here?
No, he's not here. I'm sorry that you deal with low-life liars day in and day out.
Okay.
If he was here, his truck would be parked right there, and you can see the evidence.
His truck is parked over there.
I said, if he was here, it would be parked right here. You can see the evidence of where he parks.
Okay.
And how we can be past seeing the law when you offered it to me not too long ago, I don't know.
Ma'am, it's exigent circumstances. We have the right to go in there.
And you also told me, can I show you the law? And now you're refusing.
We're past that point. We're doing it now.
Okay. Why am I?
Why did we have such a short window?
Why am I hearing movement around inside the house?
I've got 2 cats.
Okay, you have 2 cats.
And plus, I just hit the door frame right here with my elbow when I turned.
Okay. All right. That may have been the case. Okay. Regardless, I need to go in just to see if he's here. Okay. All right.
How about if you walk right over there to the very last window and I pull back the curtain and you can see he's not in his bed?
No, ma'am.
You said all we need to do is see where he sleeps.
I need to come in.
You can see where he sleeps through that window.
Okay. I need to come into the house.
Okay, the story's changed on y'all twice now.
No. I'm getting a lot of signs that you're not being truthful with me at this point, okay?
No, I'm upset because my husband is standing over there in handcuffs.
Well, he's not under arrest. He's just being detained.
So now you're a psychologist.
No. There is no psychology into that. It's the fact that he's being detained right now.
No, you're telling me that you can tell I'm not telling the truth.
No.
One of you can come in here. And I'm not, this is against my will. This is against my will. Y'all are invading my home against my will, and a lawyer will be involved in it.
You need to hear this. Mr. Danzler, just so that we can cover all our bases, I am going to go ahead and call you in a second.
No.
249.
No. We don't want him.
Mr. Danzler, do you want him? I'll be glad to bring him out here.
Your radio's breaking up. I can't understand you.
My folks, Mr. Danzler. Can I speak to both of you for a second, please?
No, man. If you're done, I'd say get the hell out of here.
Listen, again, like I was saying, okay? That's all we needed to do, okay?
Was bully us.
All I needed to do is that, brother.
Mr. Danzler, I don't know what you did to my officer, okay?
Really?
I wasn't watching when you were walking over there. I was trying
I think I was the one that was handcuffed.
You left me with no choice. But I do want to tell you thank you for letting us come in and make sure that way we know where to divert this back with our city police in possibly another location or anything like that. Again, like I said, it's a medical issue.
It will be the last time that you people come into my home. I've tried mentally to be in support of you guys. I've tried. I'm an Army brat. 20 years of service. My dad was murdered in Killeen. With what's going on with you guys and the injuries that you just put on my husband for no reason because someone is trying to control Margaret, Marilyn, whatever her name is.
We don't know the female involved, ma'am. That's the problem.
No, you don't. But you come out here and you bully these people, tax-paying citizens of this county.
Ma'am, we were not bullying you.
His wrist is almost tore open. It is tore open.
Man, because
I've got it videotaped. He didn't do nothing.
And it's on video. It's on our video as well, man. Okay? All right. Again, like I said, we explained it to you in the beginning. We asked as nicely as we could. We explained the reason why we're here, exactly the reason was, okay? It's not like we came up here with no reason whatsoever and just told you to get out of here. We didn't do that, man.
Well, you know what? The Constitution protects us of having military law enforcement come into our homes and abiding in our homes. You know, I've been told by a cop before, if you're so into the Constitution, you must have something to hide. No, the Constitution protects me now.
I will tell you this, if the tables were switched with your son possibly being in some sort of medical exigent,
I wouldn't lie to the police to get them to control him.
If he is possibly in a medical issue and might be over at somebody else's house and we were meeting with them the same way we were meeting with you this morning.
You know what?
The reasons why.
I wouldn't use the police officers unless it was a dire situation to be the nannies.
Because of shit like this.
Sir. Mr. Dantzler was uncuffed and was released from detention. He sustained several injuries and wounds and was denied medical assistance at that point. The officers leave the scene afterwards. However, 3 months later, Mr. Dantzler sued the police department and later in 2018, reportedly, he received a settlement in return. The cops were found guilty of violating Mr. Dantzler's constitutional rights. It's saddening to see cops getting off track and then getting humbled after their ill doings. If you liked the video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. Goodbye.